It's your boy Paul, and welcome back to today's vlog. So today's is basically going to be the same as yesterday, but except it's my favorite day of the week. We're going to be doing a push day, quick in and out session for about 1 hour, and then hit my 10,000 steps, which I'm planning to hit every single day for this week. As you can see, I've got my magic strap, and I'm ready to go. I'm also going to try to vlog every day for this week, so maybe for the next 4 or 5 days, but just to see where I'm at, where I'm going, how my video editing is. So with that being said, let's just jump straight into it, okay? So what I actually find now is the more that I talk into this camera in public, the less awkward it is. So yeah, just walking to the gym now. Nobody's on the street, which is great, which makes it even less awkward. I'm always cursed with cyclists. Like every time I talk, a cyclist always whizzes past and I just feel awkward. But as I said in the last video, if that's all I have to complain about for today, then I'm going to have a pretty good day. Like, yeah, it's strange times we're living in. There's a lot of free time, a lot of downtime, not much to do. But that's the perfect time to go out and do something. It's very easy to be negative during these difficult times, but if we all stay happy, stay positive, we'll all get through this together. The way I see it is that in a couple of years' time, we're all going to look back at this period of time and say, hey, do you remember we saved the world by just sitting at home, getting takeaways and looking at memes all day? And children will probably watch that and say, wow, Grandad, you're such a hero, or Granny, or whatever you identify as. Also, the more I do this, the more I appreciate how vloggers get it so on point when they talk to a camera while walking. Like seriously, if there's any vloggers out there, please tell me how you can walk and talk, because I'm struggling here. There's a little comment section down there. There's also something else little down there, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Not talking about my bank account. Paul, just stop being cringe just for 1 minute, okay? YouTube is cringy enough. I'll be alright. We'll be grand. I'll be okay. So just like yesterday, I am 10 minutes early, which is fine by me because I'd rather be early than late. If you really want to get under my skin, it's to be late when I tell you to meet at a specific time. Isn't that right, Margaret? So I'm going to take this time to say what this channel is really going to be about. I've always wanted to start vlogging because ever since I watched Rob Lipsett, who is my absolute hero, I wanted to talk about my own experiences with exercise and fitness. I was always very physically active, so I was, from a very young age, I was involved in Gaelic football and soccer. At 17, I took up rugby, and this prompted me to take the weights because I was the smallest guy on the pitch and getting smashed by everybody. One of my mates, Adrian, had his own gym, and then he took me in every single day before we'd go to training for rugby. At this point, I got super obsessed with it. I was like throwing down protein shakes every single day, not knowing what I was doing, just doing what he was telling me. And then within months of this, like I just shot up. I went from about a 65 kg scrawny little guy who all he had was pace on a rugby pitch to a slightly less scrawny guy who had a little bit of muscle this time, but still had speed. Turns out I actually really enjoyed lifting, so I kept that up while I was playing rugby with him. And as a consequence of this, I actually wanted to get into something along the lines of strength and conditioning. I then went into a college in Derry called Northwest Regional, where I studied sports, fitness and coaching. And to be honest, this had a huge impact on my sports performances and what I wanted to do as a career out of it. From this course, I learned a lot of various techniques that I use to this day. And various other aspects such as programming, tapering, various components of fitness. So the next year, I went and got my gym instructor's badge. As a consequence of this, I started bringing my friends to the gym and showing them the ropes. Some of them liked it, some of them didn't, but at least they tried it. Then about 5 years ago, I got my first ever job. I had to move out of my parents' house, and then I moved into the real scary world all by myself. I was fully independent. I was a kitchen porter, still am, washing dishes, but you know what, I loved it. I really loved having a job for the first time. But unfortunately, as you know, when the real world kicks in, I had to give up rugby, which is a sport I really loved at the time. It sucked that I couldn't go with my teammates every single Saturday, go for drinks afterwards, and just competing. As a consequence of this actually led me back to going to the gym more full-time. Couple of months I started focusing on things like strength and hypertrophy, whereas before it was just specific to strength and a little bit of hypertrophy. And then I just shot up. Then about last October, I did my second or third year of Sober October. I set myself some fitness goals within the gym, but to be honest, the gym was starting to get boring for me. Every day I had to compete myself to be bigger and better. It just, something wasn't just there. This, I decided I was going to look through my local MMA clubs and see what one would suit me best. The next day, I went into my first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, and I was shocked at how unfit I was. And that was just from doing a very light warm-up. But what I thought was great about it was how they showed me various techniques of how to defend myself in a street fight scenario. So then I set myself to go, right, okay, I'm going to do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. About a month later, I went from the introduction course up into the upstairs where you did live sparring. And I just remember just thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I thought I was a strong enough guy and that would help me. Turns out I was useless. And here I am a year later, hoping to get back into jiu-jitsu once this is all over. Right, I think that is enough talking about me for today. Let's just jump into this session. So now I'm changed and I'm ready to go. So as I said, we're going to do a push session, doing push movements as the name suggests. Yeah, warm up and then jumping straight into it. My first set is going to have about 80 kg. So that's usually just about my body weight. Going to do that hopefully for 3 to 5 reps for 3-4 sets. So yeah, I'm just jumping straight into it. Okay, I know I looked like I struggled there for a minute, but to be honest, I felt really good with that. My biggest problem initially was actually trying to get it off the rack because there's like a little notch there, but once I got past that, it was fine. So I'm going to stick with 90 kg, bang in 3 more reps, and see how I feel after that. Okay, last set, let's make it a good one. Nailed it! So now that my strength set is out of the way, I'm going to move on to an incline bench using dumbbells. The weight is going to be reduced, but the reps are going to increase. I usually go for 4 sets of 10 reps, seeing how I'm feeling. I am stuck for time, so I need to be in, out, shake it all about. Okay, so this is probably my first or second set of this. What I was doing was I was doing a moderately heavy weight for about 10 reps for 4 sets, setting the bench at an incline. After the set, I went on to a superset of shoulder pressing and tricep pull downs for about 4 sets, 10 reps. So that is today's gym sesh done for today. Gym sesh, I can never say that right. Gym sesh done for today. So now I'm going to go do a little shop and get my 10,000 steps.
10,000 steps. Nothing can stop me to get these goals.
Yeah, but my favorite thing about this whole lockdown is that the amount of walking I've been doing. Like, it's because of this I've been getting the chance to listen to like really good podcasts, really good audiobooks, and just open my mind a wee bit. Like, for a long time, I used the excuse that I was too busy not to learn. And to be honest, I actually do love learning. I've also been using this time to kind of think what I want to do. What's the next step when this is all over? So I'm using this time trying to get fitter, stronger, and more flexible than I was before all this happened. It also kind of made me think what I want to do as a career as well. So before all this, I was working as a trainee chef in a local restaurant. And while I love the job, the place I work at, and the people I work with, I think, maybe there's something else out there for me. But usually I'll see how it all pans out over the next couple of weeks or months. My main goal is to get through this quarantine safe and sound and come out of it happy and healthy. So let me know what are you doing for this quarantine. What's your goals? What do you want to do after this is all over? Comment section, please. I just hit 10,000 steps now, so now I'm going to go for a little bit further and then dinner. So today was a good day. I did my 10,000 steps, I did my gym session, I am watered, fed, and ready for bed. Thank you for watching this much. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you liked about it in the comment section. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can see yours truly every single day. Peace.